Hello. Oh, I'm still on the wrong side. Hang on. Let me just switch it back. You're number 4. What am I? I kind of feel like number 7. I'm kind of tired today. June just went dramatically late in the hallway. Okay. Game capture. That's what I need to do. Are you gonna capture the game? Thank you. Okay, let me move my camera back. I did not set up my scenes the way I said I was going to. Hello? Pick up the right thing and move it, and then pick up the right thing and move it. Boop. I think that's right. Okay. What are we doing again? Goldilocks. I think resume is okay, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So oh, that's right, we're going to Ash Canyon now. Okay, that should be fun. That should be a nice chill thing to do today. Because I have to wait for my hides to cure. I saw Corey said that she finished hers today, which is exciting. I didn't get to watch her full run. I wonder what she did with, like, the extra time. Because that's, like, the thing I'm running into, is I have so much extra time. Because I did my first 2 pretty close to each other. And then it took me a bit to get the second bear hide. Oh, did she? I have 1 left. But I have like 10 days left until my hide finishes curing to be able to make the final bedroll. I mean, these are a pretty good source of food. I think the MREs are better. I could get Boris while I'm there. That's a good point, but I don't have a rifle. That's my issue. So I'd either have to just shoot him and wait for him to bleed out, or, hello. He's holding a knife. Is that a knife? Or is that just his jacket? I can't tell. Yeah. I could, that's a good point. And there might be one somewhere in, along the way. Let's see what's up here. Nothing good. Oh, I hate maneuvering in this plane. It's like the perspective is so yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I was just like, what on earth is that? I was really hoping I'd find one at the farmhouse, but check the hunter's blind. I mean, I have a flare gun. I could always flare gun him. I mostly want to get a moose, which is why I want to get the rifle. I made some tea, but I think I made it a little strong. Because it's a lot. But I like that type of tea that I got. It's a blueberry mint black tea. Oh, there's Mr. Bear here. We could always go for him. Because I want to check the hunter's blind. Yeah, it's good. It's from Simple Loose Leaf, I think is the brand. I ordered it. Map, map. Map, map. I don't think I need you though. But hello. Yeah, Simple Loose Leaf is the brand. I ordered it with a bunch of different. Hello, bee. No problem. Yeah, I enjoy tea. My problem right now is that it's hot. Like or not at the moment, but it has been too warm to drink tea. So I'm like excited for when I can actually drink tea. Oh my gosh, okay, that was a little close. No. You waited till you get the peach-boo. I'll just go to the... What are you looking at, puppy? She's looking like she hears something. What was I saying? I enjoy teas. I enjoy samples. Skincare samples, tea samples, I like collect them. And I use them. But it's kind of a problem because I will like, you know, specifically with skincare, you know, I go through products and so then when I need to reorder a product or like a product genre, you know, like if I need a new like nighttime moisturizer, I will look so that I can get the most out of my money, and by that I mean I will try and get it so that I get free shipping. Either by hitting that product benchmark or, you know, like the price benchmark where you get so much and it you get free shipping, or by waiting for there to be a promo for free shipping because I hate paying for shipping. Like that money could go towards more product. I just have a thing against paying for shipping if I can avoid it. I mean, yes, go her. I try not to get super expensive things, but the thing is I try to get samples so I can try them before I buy the full size so that I know if it works for my skin. So I will... Sephora has some good samples. If you order online, you can get... I mean, they always give you 2 free samples of either like a perfume. That's where I get all my perfume is just the samples. Like they just... The little bottles, they'll last you a while. Oh. And then the promos, there will be promos for like the brand Glow recipe. It's kind of like one of the more frou-frou brands. They're not as expensive as some brands, but they are more expensive than just like like a drugstore brand. But I have like so many samples from them because I wait until there's a promo code to order like an actual product that I need, and I'll get the sample of that so I can test it before I spend, you know, $45 on aviator cap on a product that may or may not break me out. So ooh, nice.
I think I can use this.
I'll take those for a minute. But yeah, with tea, it's the same thing. As I'm kind of picky, so I want to get samples first so I can try it. So what I did was I ordered from Simple Loose Leaf because I like loose leaf tea, and I got they sell like 1 ounce sample packs, so I got like 6 of those, enough to justify the free shipping because this is all coming from the States and it's having to come here. And our APO is technically US, so we only pay US shipping. We don't pay UK shipping, and then if we're ordering within the UK, we pay UK shipping because it's like, you know, to our house in the UK. I guess I don't need 2 firearm cleaning kits. So I got like 6 1 ounce things of tea, and then I got drop that one. There was like an additional sample when I went to check out. It was like free sample kit, and I was like, oh heck yeah. So then that came with 4 more like 1 ounce sample things. So I just have so much tea right now. And there's a local tea shop that we like to go to, because UK tea rooms are a thing and they're really fun. So I have, which one of these do I want? So I got a chocolate black tea from them. I do remember Teavana. I never really went to Teavana because we didn't live near one. I need more tinder. What do I want to drop? And then when me and Mr. Burb were at a farmer's market a couple months ago. There was a tea stand that sold like loose leaf tea, so I got more tea from that. So I have a lot of tea right now, and I enjoy it. But it's also been warm. We had a heat wave like a couple weeks ago, so I'm like, I haven't been able to drink my tea. Yeah, it's definitely been an acquired thing for me, and I do like flavored teas. Like I will drink just black tea, but I like a flavored black tea or a flavored green tea. Like I like flavored extra, not just the basic. What can I drop? Yeah. And then I also have some herbal ones for like when I don't want caffeine. It's nighttime. Okay, so I need more. Yeah, I need more tinder. What's gonna give me the most? That only gives me 3. Give me. I guess they're all gonna give me 3. Okay, go. And I want to start like making it into iced tea too, because some of them are really good and I feel like they'd be good as iced tea. But we don't have an ice maker, so all the ice that I make has to be made by me, and I go in phases. Like right now my freezer is so full of tomatoes that I don't have a lot of space for tea. I mean for ice. Yeah, break that down. So I need to make room so that I can make more ice, so that I can make iced tea, and also when I make iced coffee. I'm gonna tear these up for a cloth. Ooh, that does sound good. Alright, prepare you. Yeah, I don't. Gazpacho is tomato, right? I'm not as much as I. Ma'am, I have a lot of tomatoes. I don't love things that are super tomato forward. What? So I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be into that. What do you hear?
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
Astrid, hush. What do you hear? I don't hear anything. But you're giving me the stink eye. Oh, really? Hello, thank you. Yeah, I'll look up recipes, because I do need more things to do with all my tomatoes that have just been chilling in my freezer. It's almost soup season, but like again, oh my gosh, I'm waiting for it to cool off. Why are you like acting like a big baby? Because I am a baby. Okay. I didn't really need to stay here and do all that. I just was, I don't know, doing stuff. Okay. I don't know. I just was like, whatever's gonna stick is what I'm gonna try and go for. So that's why I was calling you Peach. But okay, that's good to know that it's not like I'm the only one calling you Peach. Oh no, you took a shower and forgot a towel. Sorry, I'm not doing great at keeping up with chat today. Yeah, I think I made that tea a little strong. That's okay. I didn't go for too long. I think I just added too much of it. I'm gonna go to Mountaineers. I know I don't have a lot of stamina. I'm gonna drink. Oh no, I can't drink. Okay, whatever. I could use a stim, but then I'd be really slow on the other end. Fine, we'll stay here tonight. Look at all these different condition arrows. How overweight am I? Because I'm gonna need to drop stuff to go over the... I don't need that much fuel. And we'll eat and drink more in the morning. I can drop the water. What are you asking me for? I think she went to walk. Secret W word.
Ugh, my tongue feels like sandpaper.
Am I overweight? Underweight? Slightly over. I'll just drop the water because I can make more later. Hey, dude. Yep. Anything good up here? Nope. Let's go. I don't understand. So the iPhone, like, what's it called? You know, like the ringer noises and stuff. The past couple days, mine have been so loud. Like, you know, when there's like an older person in public, or even just a middle-aged person in public, and their phone goes off and it's like at max volume. Like, that's what it sounded like for some reason. And I was like looking at my settings, and in the settings, I have it to where you don't adjust it with the buttons. And it was set like kind of middle. So I turned it all the way like down because I was like, I don't know why it's been so loud. And then it was super quiet when I like had my alarm set for the morning. It was like it was super soft. So I turned it back up to medium and it's been fine. But I was like, why out of the blue do I sound like a middle-aged lady with her phone volume set to high? It was so random. But I was like, I don't understand what if I'm like, you know, while it's going off, if I was like changing the volume and that changed it, but I thought I had it set to not do that. But sometimes it'll just be randomly super loud and I don't understand why. Oops. Yeah. It like glitches or something. And I think I have, what do I have? It's not the X. I had the X before we got here, and then when we got here, we got me a new phone because it was starting to do its Apple thing and slow down and lose battery, and yeah, I don't always understand it. So I think I have the 12 at the moment. And I know sometimes, like, like, if you have a plan, like a payment plan, that's good because then, like, the payment plan will have insurance for the phone or something. We just paid it off when we got it because when we got here, we needed service. So we went to the phone shop on base because we were staying in the base hotel and signed up with one of the companies. And I wanted specifically a month by month. So there's a company called GiftGaff, which is what we have now, that it's month by month. You can change it every single month. You're not locked into a contract. It works off of the O2 network, which is, there's O2 and there's Vodafone. And those are like the big ones here. So we got Vodafone, was the one on base, went there, signed up, or, you know, tried to sign up because we really needed service. Ooh, teal, pretty. Cora would like that. And then we were like, do you have the month by month? And they were like, we don't have the month by month sims. Like, they're a different sim. We only have the 2-year contract. And I think just because we needed service like super soon, we were like, oh, the Orange store was closer, yeah. I don't know much about Orange. I didn't look into that one. We were mostly looking at O2 or Vodafone. So we signed up for the 2-year contract with Vodafone on base. And then the service was so bad. And you know, the sales guy is trying to like talk up the thing, like, we have the best coverage in the UK. Well, maybe not this area of the UK, because oh my gosh, the service was so bad. We were like lost in the middle of nowhere. Couldn't get maps to work. Like, nothing was working. It was just dead zone after dead zone after dead zone. And we're like, we need service. And I had ordered our giftgaff sims a little late, because you get a free sim with giftgaff. You just like order the sim and it comes in and you set up your account, and it's just like a monthly thing. So once the giftgaff sims finally came in, or no, there's a 2-week grace period once you sign up for contracts like that here. They have, like, by law, they have a 2-week grace period where you can back out. So that's what we did. We went back and we were like, no, we can't do this. And the dude was like trying to like guilt us into staying. He's like, but you're going to deploy a lot, right? And we have the best roaming for deployments and stuff. And then, oh, but like we have the best service in the UK. And well, why are you, like really trying to get us to stay? And I was like, dude, no, like we're leaving. And prior to this, we had gone to the Vodafone shop in a town near us and tried to like talk to them, because I had been seeing stuff about like don't go on base for the phone stuff. So we went off base and we were like explaining like the kind of contract that this dude had set us up with, and the people who worked at the Vodafone off base were like, that is weird. And also, yeah, we've heard like stories from people who have gone to the Vodafone on base. Like, it's not recommended. Yeah, so we went after we talked to. They were like, we can't get you out of it. You'd have to go back to the shop on base. Like, they didn't have access to our stuff. So we were like, okay. So we went back to the dude at the Vodafone on base. And we're like, no, we need to cancel. Like, we can't do this for 2 years. Like, we're not going to be stuck in a contract for 2 years in a service that we can't use. So finally, he like canceled it, but we did keep my phone. We just had to pay. There was like a promo. I think that was part of why. There was a promo where it was like so much off your phone if you buy a phone and sign up for a contract. So we just had to pay the extra that the discount took away. But then we got giftgaff and got set up with that. Like, I think the same day or the day after was when we got our giftgaff sims, and it was so much better. And it, like, oh my gosh, I'm just so glad that we did not get stuck in that contract for 2 years, because now, yeah, like, what the heck? Our bill now is like $30 for both of our phones. It's like $30 because giftgaff, you can sign up for month by month, like a certain amount. So there will be, like, just for example, like a $20 or £20, or maybe it's £10 for 20 gigs. Or no, okay, so like for example, £15 for 20 gigs of data, or £50 for so much. This is made up numbers. But if you get the golden goodie bags, those are recurring. So for the other ones, you have to like go back in the app or the website every month and like select which one you want to go with. So it's really flexible. You can change it up. But if you get one of the golden ones where it's a recurring one, you get more data for cheaper, because you're not locked into it, but you don't have to go in and confirm every month. It rolls over. So that's what we do right now. We started out with like 100 gigs or something, and we did not use it. So then we just very easily downgraded to, I think we both get like the 20 gig for £10 a month. Like, it's so cheap. And it, like, like when I was on my dad's, which that's another story, on my dad's cell phone bill, it's like $200 a month, and I'm like, why on earth is this so expensive? I just don't understand. Like, I feel like bills like that, like cable, like phones, they're just so expensive for no reason. Like, we don't use those things. Like, we don't need a ton of data. We don't need, like, cable. So, we just don't use it. But it's such it's such a thing. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of stuck right now. Like, I just don't understand those bills. They're so expensive. So we're definitely, I think when we get back to the States, we'll go with something like Mint Mobile, where it's that same concept of you can pick how much you want per month, or like it's a month by month, not like a contracted thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. So expensive. And like right now, I think in Korea it was similar to, we were not paying for phones because they had to be unlocked, so we had to actually own them. But I think in Korea it was expensive too. Because that one we had to kind of go with the one on base. And I want to say it was at least 100 a month. But I'm like, after, like, you know, having our phones for £30 or $30 a month, like, I'm not going back to the 150 a month. It's just ridiculous. Because usually they run off of the same networks. They're just not, like, locked in. We do have our Verizon numbers still saved. What's the flat O? Like phone? Fawn? I don't know what the foon. I don't know what a flat O is. Oh, you didn't type flat O. Why did I think you said flat? I don't know. I guess I'm thinking of Koru when she was talking about different accents. Can I leave, please? I would like to leave. But yeah, that's my rant about phones. I don't understand. I don't need a hacksaw. I'm sorry. This is Voyager. I already have everything I need. I want to get to Anglers, but I don't want to get lost. Actually, I don't think I will get lost. It's a pretty straight shot. Why am I not cold, like, at all? That's insane to me. It's actively blizzarding, and she's just fine. And that bear is glitchy. I just saw him move. Hello, bunnies. Yep. So that's my rant of the day. It's paying money for things you don't. Also, here's another rant that kind of ties in when I was talking about cable. The only sporting event I ever watch is the Kentucky Derby. And then I monitor if the winner of the Kentucky Derby is going on for the Triple Crown. But the only sporting event I ever watch is the Kentucky Derby, and every single year it drives me insane trying to find somewhere to watch it live. Why are sports so hard to get outside of a cable contract? I don't understand it. Like, don't you want people to be able to sign up to watch a sport? Don't you want people to be able to watch your ads? I don't know why it's so difficult. Also, here they have a thing called a TV license that you have to pay if you have any live streaming services. And since we don't, because the only thing I ever watch is the Kentucky Derby, and it's almost impossible to find that live anyways, we had to fill out a thing when we first moved here saying that we didn't need a TV license. Because I'm like, why do you have to pay for a TV license in addition to the subscription you pay to the services you use. I guess. I suppose. I know. I always like, whenever I make breakfast for dinner, which I did the other day, I'm always like, hello, Dunn. Thank you for the resub. I don't know why my alerts didn't work there. I don't know if you could hear it, but I couldn't. Yeah, a TV license. You have to pay a licensing fee for your TV. But Spot, why? If you have any live streaming services. Not if you own a TV, it's if you have any live streaming services. Oh my gosh, June. Who are you yelling at? Yeah, so we're going for the backpack done because I have like 10 days left. Ooh. Exciting. I have like 10 days left for the bear hide to cure, so I was like, you know what, let's go for the backpack. And then maybe we'll summit just for funsies. Could be a nursery. I need to rewatch the newest. What was that? Okay, I did hear that one. I need to rewatch the newest special with Mr. Burr because I watched it while he was deployed. I also need to watch My Cousin Vinny with him. I need a list. This is not a fire garbage can. Could be a nursery. Yeah, no, it's not a nursery. Hey, Northern Lights, how are you? But I was like sad and alone when he was deployed, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna make me so happy, and it did. So now I need to rewatch it. I actually contemplated rewatching it like right after I had watched it. I was like, I know I'm gonna need a rewatch to be able to quote this thing, so. What are you looking at? I also finally fixed my chat overlay because it got like, I don't even know what happened. Somehow it got messed up. I didn't do anything, I swear. It wasn't me. And I didn't notice for months. Like, I initially set it up, and I think within a few weeks it got messed up, and I never fixed it. It works on all my other screens. Yes, and I need to watch that with Mr. Burb. Because it's been years. Like, we watched that as a family when I was young. I was definitely less than 15. And, when we watched it, this may have been in the early days of Netflix when they were still mailing you the videos. We got it from some rental service. And yeah, that's accurate. Also, I need to edit this overlay. Now that I have it actually in the right position, the colors need to change. Oh, butt spot, you scamp. Streaming tools, overlays. Is it this one? I think it's this one. My parents, you don't see an overlay? You don't see the chat on the screen? Hang on. Because it's showing on my OBS. No, it's showing on my stream. I mean the chat overlay. Yeah. Okay, that's the right one. Let me change the text settings. What do we want you to look like? No. Font is fine. I just need the colors. Why won't you? What is a good? Oh no, I am not that good. None of these look like what they should. Here, let's do Comic Sans. Honestly, I'm a Times New Roman kind of person because of all my college essays that I had to write in Times New Roman. Why won't you? Ah, haha. That better? Now it's gone. Somebody type something. Go away. Oh, nope, now that's too dark. I feel like I have a long time ago. Okay, is that better? I put a black outline on a light font. Is that better? If we go back to the game. Would one of you be able to go into your settings and tell me what settings you have for the font? Because I feel like it's just not showing up well. But anyways, what I was saying about My Cousin Benny is that we watched it. Oh, I guess I need Cora for that. Hey, Cookie. We watched it, and my parents were both like, "Oh, we've been watching the cable version of this movie way too many times because there's a lot of scenes that are not in the home version." You have butt overlay. I don't know how to get the font to show up well. So like it doesn't look. I think you have like a block, don't you? Like I thought that having like a black outline with the white font would let it show up well, but it's not really looking good to my eye. Is this the right? And I don't know, like, is that gonna be good? That shows up better on my OBS. It just really bleaches out your name, but I guess that's okay, because that shows up a lot better. Yeah, I don't really want to block. But I feel like Koru has it to where the text shows up, but the text is very visible. Yeah, okay, cool. It's not that big a deal. I just thought it would add a little bit, because it is nice, at least the way I kind of, like, see it is, like, I like, if I'm delayed, I like to be able to know when the streamer has seen my message, if that makes sense. Because I'll be watching, and then I can see, oh, my message popped up. Okay, now they you know, I kind of have reference for when they can see my text. And just for YouTube purposes. Not that anyone really watches my YouTube. It's mostly for me. But I didn't want it to, you know, take up a bunch of space. But I think it's fine where it is. And I think it's a good size, too. It's readable. And it's also funny in clips. Like Koru's clips, to see, like, chat reactions to things. That's fair, yeah, that's fair. Okay, I don't think I went quite the right way here. Yeah, this is not the way I typically take, but that's okay because it's Voyager, so we can afford to go a little bit out of the way. What are the triangles for? Are you building something? I went through a phase where I was like watching a ton of origami. I also went. This was in like 2013 or something like that. You know, when YouTube was still kind of new, but established enough that there was a lot there. But I went through a phase where I was just watching tying videos. And I was like learning how to tie ties. I'm like a teenager just watching all these tie videos on YouTube, like all the fancy knots and everything. I just thought they were cool. Ooh, fun. Thank you, Peach. I was not. I just wanted to watch how to tie them. Where am I going? I think this lets me out. Oh, hello, Chips. Yeah, that seems safe. I think this brings me out like at that wolf den right by the angler's cabin. Ties are so dumb. Yeah, I've literally never tied a tie. Even Mr. Burb typically wears bow ties. Oh, he wore a tie at our wedding. Like when he has his blues, he has to wear a tie, but that's smart, honestly. Oh, I thought that was Birch. But like for our prom, he wore a bow tie. We didn't go to high school together, but we were together my senior year, so he came with me to my prom. But he was one school grade ahead of me, so he graduated the year before, even though he's only about 9 months older than I am. Yeah. So we still got to go to prom together. I love the malicious compliance when it comes to dress codes and stuff. Thankfully, I've never worked anywhere where dress code was like super like nitpicked. Although my high school and middle school, oh my gosh. Schools are getting insane with how they do like that kind of stuff. I've said this before, my middle school banned backpacks. The only thing you could have was those little drawstring bags, or like a purse, and you had to carry this 3-inch giant binder around with all your stuff. It was insane. They were a tripping hazard. I was in middle school in 2010. I think 2010-ish, 2011. 2011, I think, was my first year of high school. And I was homeschooled for 6th and 7th grade. So it was really just 8th grade that I went to middle school. Yeah, it was annoying. And then I heard that the year after that, they actually banned bags altogether. That didn't last long, because that's ridiculous. Yeah. Yep. Definitely did use the locker in middle school. I never used one in high school because I could actually carry a backpack, so I just carried everything I needed for the day. I was the kid who would read in class, like, during, like if I'd finished my work and there wasn't any more teaching or something. And I remember so when I did my study abroad to Chile, I essentially did high school in 3 years, because I did all the extra classes, because I didn't get credit for junior year. So I did classes before and after my exchange to, like, make up for that year. So I didn't really get to do all the honors and AP classes that I wanted to. Which was fine because I ended up really enjoying college, so I didn't mind taking a year longer for that. not really a year longer, just the standard 4 years. I wasn't like going into college as a sophomore like some people are. But I was in I was in this insane senior English class. And I really liked our school's honors programs because it wasn't really like, it was just a different, it was a much more learning focused environment. There were some kids at yeah, like they're just teenagers being teenagers. Oh, I would never do IB. I got lucky in that I did not accept IB because we had an IB school, and I heard just so many things of kids, like, you know, it is just too much for teenagers to do IB. Yeah, no, that's not worth the stress. But just like, I really enjoyed the honors classes that I was able to take because the kids were just typically more willing to listen to the teacher. I was in some normal classes that were super frustrating because the kids were just so disrespectful, and the poor teachers were just trying to teach, and the kids were being jerks. And so I was in, yeah, they want to be there. That was the difference, was that the kids in the honors classes weren't know-it-alls. I mean, some of them were, but they just were there to actually learn. And they were more respectful than most that I was in with the normal classes. But because of scheduling stuff, I had to be in a couple normal classes that did have honors alternatives. And one of those was an English, my senior English class. And I had friends in the honors classes. Like, I was friends with a lot of honors people. I just couldn't be in classes with them. So, like, a couple times, my good friend Julian would come into class to do something for the teacher, or to, like, you know, give something in, and she'd always come and say hi. And my teacher was like, "Why are you here?" Like, she could see that I was, like, you know, quiet, was actually paying attention, did all my work well. She was like, "Why are you in this class?" I was like, I didn't have a choice. But I would sit there and read my books, and, like, when we weren't doing anything. And there was one kid who I knew from other classes, and I think he was also, I feel like he was in some of the honors classes, but not all of them. But he was just, you know, teenage boy. Just doing teenage boy things. But he was always, he asked me, like, "Weren't you reading a different book yesterday?" And I was like, "Yeah, I finished it, so that I'm reading a new one now." And he's like, "Oh." He's like, "Because I always see you with different books." I'm like, "Yeah, I finished them." Oh, you finally got a bank account. Nice. We don't have a UK bank account. We probably should get one. I need to stop picking up sticks. And that was my senior year, so I also worked at the gym my senior year. A little local family-owned gym. I was a receptionist for them. I worked like 15 hours a week or 12 hours a week or something little, not much. But I would, you know, I was literally just sitting at the front desk, check people in, close up at night. So it really wasn't that labor intensive. So as long as there was nothing happening, they were fine with me and a couple other students that worked there, like, doing our homework. And then if we finished the homework, I would always read my book. And some of the customers that came in were so sweet, and they'd always be like asking, you know, because a lot of them would be like older ladies coming in. It was a very senior area, so there was a lot of older people that came in to try and work out and, you know, do like physical therapy stuff. So they'd always be asking, like, what I was reading. And I don't think they were expecting, like, when they were asking, "Oh, what are you reading today?" They weren't expecting me to say things like Gone with the Wind or The Robe. Like, they were expecting me to say, like, you know, like some teenage book or something. But I went through a phase my senior year where I was trying to read a lot of classics. And I liked some of them a lot. I love Gone with the Wind. I hated Catcher in the Rye. But they'd always be asking me like, "Oh, what are you reading?" I'd say things like Great Gatsby, and they're like, "What?" Wait, was that the wolf out there? Hang on. Oh, for some reason I thought I saw him like dead right here. Where'd he go? Yeah. And I did read those books, just at the time I was reading others. Okay, I'm gonna drop a bunch of crap. Why do I have 75 sticks? This is what happened when I just don't pay attention when I'm walking. I did, yeah. That's actually, so my niece's name is Harper, because my sister loves To Kill a Mockingbird. So her name is Harper Joy. I haven't read Go Set a Watchman though.
Come on, little fire.
Ah, very smart. Yeah, I remember really enjoying it. It's been a while since I read it though. Can you do it? Aw, that's a cute name. Oh my gosh.
Come on, little fire.
Well, the movie's also good, so they do obviously, because movies aren't always going to be the exact same as books. But the movie was very good. The movie did leave a bunch of stuff out, especially when it came to her children, but I really enjoyed Gone with the Wind, and another one that was very similar that I need to reread was called A Woman of Substance. And that's kind of a similar, it's a later, slightly later time period. It's set in England, but it's, I want to say it starts maybe in the 20s, 1920s. And it's about a girl who ends up being pregnant out of wedlock. And in that time period, that was not good. So it's about her, like, kind of, the baby was with a family rival. So there was two families, and the families were rivals, of some sort. I don't remember exactly why, but maybe they weren't rivals. Maybe that was the start of that was the start of the rivalry, was this kid got her pregnant and then left her. He was from a rich family, so he could have provided for her, but he didn't. And so the book is about her basically saying, I'm going to screw your life over. And she builds an empire. And it's so good. I need to reread that one. Oh, yeah, that's a great series. Yeah, we watched that 2021, I think. It was... I don't remember if that was before or after Mr. Burb deployed, but it was definitely while we were still at our base in South Carolina. I will. I'll put that in there right now. And there's a whole bunch of other books in that series. I've only read the first one, but it's Barbara Taylor Bradford, who's like a big writer. She's like a very popular writer. I need to reread that one because I read that in high school too, I think. If anything, it would have been early college, but I didn't let myself read a lot in college because I knew it would take up all my time. Yeah, I think we only watched the one movie, but I think I remember that there was a second one coming out, and I guess we never got around to it. Or it came out after we Like, you know, we meant to watch it and then forgot about it. Or something like that. Can I make another arrow? No. I'm out of shafts. Unfortunate. Okay. I'm trying to remember then, because I thought we only watched the one movie. So we may have just watched the first one, seen that there was another one coming out, and then forgot to watch it. Okay. I'm gonna need to drop a bunch of stuff. What time of day is it? It's close enough to nighttime. Drop a lot of sticks. I know. It's so good. Have you seen Bridgerton, the Queen Charlotte? That was such a good season. Yeah, that was so good. Yeah, I remember really liking the first season. I didn't actually end up finishing the second season, but I wasn't as hooked on it. I watched most of it during a plane ride, and then once I got back, I never finished it. Yeah. And then I watched Queen Charlotte, and that one was really good. Yeah, I can see how that would get a little tiring, though. But my friend watched it first, and then she was like, I'm literally about to rewatch this, the Queen Charlotte season. And I was like, okay, well, now I gotta watch it. I don't know if I'll read the books, though. I've heard that they're really good, but I've also heard, like, I don't know. I feel like I would enjoy it more as the TV series. I love how they do the music in that series. It's so good. Honestly, I'm about to drop a ton of matches because these things are heavy. Also, I need more view. Can I get anything off me? That might be enough. Anything that I don't need. Crunch, 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 crunch. Okay. I'm just gonna get up to where the rope climb is, and then I'll sleep through the night up there. I still haven't finished Shadow and Bone, the TV series. We're so bad at starting series and then not continuing with them. Because I read the books. And I didn't love the Shadow and Bone books, but I loved Six of Crows. And Six of Crows characters are in the Shadow and Bone series. So I'm mostly just watching it for them. But we started watching it right before he deployed, and I told Mr. Burb, I was like, if we start watching this, like, we need to finish it. Your big folder? Oh. Is that where all the pickpockets are? But I like rewatched the first season so I could remember how the TV show went, and then and then he came down and wanted to join me, and I was like, okay, but we gotta keep watching this because I need to watch season 2. And then we started, and I think we got 1 episode into season 2, and then he deployed, and then we never continued it. So I need to get him to sit down with me and watch it. We go in phases with watching shows, though. Like, we finally finished The Witcher. Because we had 1 episode left on that, and then we didn't watch shows for a while. And then we went in a phase where, we finished watching The Witcher, and then immediately started watching there's 2 new seasons that we haven't seen of Never Have I Ever, which is one of our guilty pleasure shows. Okay, yeah. Hey, Cactus. Oh yeah, he's back now. That was earlier this year, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we just started a show before he left, and then he was gone for a month and a half, and then once he got back, we never finished it. June, did you just toot? Because something stinky just wafted this way. She opened her eyes like, what? Yeah, this one was only a month and a half. We're stationed in the UK right now, so it's kind of shorter, more frequent deployments. His first one was about 9 months. That was when we were back stateside. Yeah. So I think it was technically supposed to be a TDY, but he said it was more of a deployment atmosphere, like the way that they did things. So it was about the length of a TDY, but I think it was technically a deployment. But at the same time that he left, one of my other friends' husbands left, and he went to Norway. And we were like so jealous because he was down in Africa and he was like, sleeping in tents, doing all the fun deployment things, whereas our friend was just like living it up in Norway. Yeah, I don't know. Are there any wolfies here? Sometimes there aren't any. Oh. What's up? How you doing today? There just one of you? Fork. The Kiwi message, yes! Oh, sorry. Hang on, I missed your message. Oh, so it is the pickpocket area. You can whack them with your folder. Yeah, I don't pretend to know every facet of what they do. I only really know what he tells me. Even his job sometimes, like, I try to understand it. I have an okay grasp of what he does. But sometimes he'll be talking about something and I'm just like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. On Stalker and Interloper you do. This is Voyager, so you don't. Oh, really? Mr. Burb passed his recent PT test with a good enough score that he has to wait a year to do his next one instead of the 6 months, because it's like if you score a certain amount, you have to do it every 6 months. If you score a certain amount, then you're good for a year. So he finally got to the point where it was a year. It's mostly his back that keeps him from scoring higher, because I think it was a mock, because they usually will do a mock like within the month before the test itself, and during the mock his back like gave out during the push-ups because he's a 6'3" man. Very long boy. So he was doing sit-ups, and his back gave out, and he's like, nope, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. And the person counting was like, you sure? And he's like, yup. There's no way around it. So this past time he did a plank. So he did a 3-minute plank. Oh, I forgot to take off my clothes. Drat.
Wait.
Um,
It's so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
yeah, darn it. Okay, take those off. So he did the plank instead of the sit-ups, and that went much better for his back. So he's like, I'll probably do those in the future.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah. That was, or no, when he was in basic, he got held back because of sit-ups too, but I think that was, he said that was because he actually, like, miscounted and thought he was doing better than he was. Like, he had it in him to have passed it, but he just didn't realize that his numbers weren't good enough, and then all of a sudden it was time, and he was like, oh, crap. Yeah, my sister, though, was sit-up queen. She was in ROTC, and then she went in the army, but during ROTC, she was like, you know, they had regular PT days, and they had, like, either an annual or a biannual, like, competition, and she was, like, sit-up queen from her group or from the school. I don't remember which... if it was the school group or if it was like all the schools in the county. Alright, where's that rope? Alright, what? Last night you're chilling. Heard a knock at your door. Oopsie! I think I already told this like when it happened a couple months ago or last month or something, but our neighbors recently moved out. So there was a lot of like moving people and people coming in and out and doing repairs and stuff and just doing general work. And I was doing dishes at the sink, which is in the kitchen, and the kitchen backs up to the garden. And I look up from doing my dishes and see movement, and I turn around, and this dude's just sprinting out of my back garden. And I was like, okay. And he had, like, almost gotten up to the door, and then, like, realized, oh, shoot, this is the wrong house. And so he just was running out of my backyard. And I was like, cool. And this one, my ferocious watchdog, was just sleeping on the floor. Didn't even see it. No thoughts, only sleep. And I was like, wow, I feel so protected right now. Let's do that. Yep, so I was like, well, at least she didn't bark my ear off. If he had actually... oh, come on. If he had actually made it to the door and, like, made noise, she would have, like, heard him and been like, what the heck? But... oh, no! Yeah, that's confusing. I always would, like... you know, before class, I would always, like, walk around and, like, double check, but I'd always be so nervous that I was gonna walk into the wrong class. Oh, is this the wrong way? Oh, but I got food. Don't mind if I do. I want to start going back to the gym again, but I am just lazy. It's so funny because when I'm at home, like, you know, back in the States, like, I'll drive, like, driving 15, 20 minutes is like a short drive to go somewhere, and I'll just be driving all day. But then, like, now I'm like, I don't want to drive. Like, driving 15 minutes seems so long to me. So maybe once my neighbor comes back, I'll try and get her. Because we had talked about it at one point, where she was like, if you ever want to go to the gym, let me know, because I want to start going again too, so maybe I'll try and get her to go. I do too. Like, I got a lot better about it, but my anxiety, for some reason in college, I think it was the transition of growing up, you know, everyone that you're riding around with is like an experienced driver, and then the realization of like being in college and now riding around in a big city, because I was in Jacksonville, riding around in a big city with a lot of cars with inexperienced drivers, like people who have only been driving a few years at this point. I started getting like super intense anxiety attacks every time I got in a car. And that finally calmed down once I was out of college. And I did commute an hour to work every day. So that got a lot better. But it's like every time I move somewhere new, I have to reset. Yeah. Oh no. Not the stick. But yeah, it's like every time I move somewhere new, I have to like I kind of revert back a little bit to where I'm like, I don't want to drive. Like, I can't drive. Like, it took me until he deployed earlier this year for me to actually start driving. Because I was just like, I'm not driving. And to be fair, like, driving on the opposite side of the road is a big adjustment. But I'm gonna see if maybe my neighbor wants to start going and we can go, and then we can go get boba after. Because even just a couple of days a week would be good. Oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, it took a while for my brain to switch. So I just let my husband drive. I was like, you drive. And then once I did start driving, my brain was adjusted enough that it really wasn't that hard. Oh yeah, no, you're fine. Are you done barking? You shift like you're mad at it. I could have gotten Boris, but I went the wrong way. And now I'm committed. But. Oh, she's actually cold. I didn't even pay attention. Oh, well, yeah, because I'm carrying. Oh, look, it's dried. Cool. There we go. That's better. This stump, or this root, always makes me think that it's something else. Floating matches. Anybody need matches? Because I don't. Oh, look how pretty that is. Like with the light reflecting off the snow. Super pretty. I love the little details like that. we go. Why am I still carrying the revolver? I'm just gonna set it off and scare myself. So pretty. I'm so excited for whenever they decide to update. Goofy's in Spain. Yeah, big city. When we were in Switzerland, those tour buses, oh my gosh. Look, it's Tiny Bear. They would honk before they went around a corner. June. So that if anyone was coming, they would hear the honk and know that somebody was coming because there wasn't enough space for 2 cars to fit on those roads. This was like up in the mountains. It was so scary. Did we make it? Yeah. I should have brought that rope. Oh yeah. There's a lot of roads here that like... Oh, there's a rope here. Okay, let me put that down because I'm gonna go back this way.
Carry much more.
I'm not gonna go out the other end. Oof. There's a lot of roads here that, what am I trying to say? Like, you have to pull out, like, into the street because there's a lot of brush on the side that you can't see past. So you have to pull out enough to be able to see, and it's, like, super frustrating. You're like, I'm just trying not to get hit. And then people will just pull over on the shoulder. Anywhere. Like, no matter where you are, people will just pull over on the shoulder. And you, like, have to just go around them. My mom and I were walking around Zurich when we were visiting Switzerland, and we were just trying to get to the train station to exchange some cash. And we were just walking, and we would like come to a crosswalk, and there was some construction like ahead of us, so we would have to like look and say like, okay, can we keep going? Do we need to cross here? And we would end up just crossing the street because like cars would just slam on their brakes and stop because we were looking at a crosswalk, and we'd be like, okay, I guess we're going. Alright, what do we got in here? Kinda need more food.
Huh. What have we here?
Yeah, I'll take that. Take off you. Yeah, here there's zebra crossings, so wherever the striped crossings are is pedestrian right away. But I think typically pedestrians do have right away basically anywhere, if I recall correctly. We had to learn about this for our class. I just know basically pedestrians have the right of way, but especially on the zebra crossings. Yeah, it was mostly like I think they were just being cautious because like we were like, you know, standing there staring at a crosswalk. They were stopping, and we were just like, okay, thanks, we'll cross because you so nicely stopped for us. Woo! Can I have a gun to go with all these rifle cartridges, please? Alright, we'll take the crampons. Drop you. Oh, really? How are you? No, thanks. Nobody wants these sardines except you, Astrid. Take that. Yeah, take that. We already have enough pants. Hello, backpack. How are we doing on weight? Yay! Don't need you, don't need you. I'll take you. Time to make a fire. Refuel. Okay. Oh, hello. Take the cartridges, but I don't need the gun. Yeah, US is just free for all. What was it like in Jamaica, Goofy? Or did you already say? No time to wait. Gotta go, gotta go. Just free for all. Alright, we're going back up. And we're gonna go fight Boris. Yeah, the bikers here, like, scare me. Because they'll be going, like, you'll be driving, and you'll come to, like, a stop or a roundabout, and you'll be waiting for your time to go, and they'll pull up next to you at the roundabout. And I'm like, okay, well now I can't go because I'm scared if I go, you'll go at the same time and then I'll end up hitting you. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, they scare me. Also, there's, I don't know if you're talking about bicycles or motorcycles. I mean, I'm mostly talking about motorcycles at the roundabout, but also cyclists, like bicycles, will, just be all over the place. So you really have to be careful going around corners because there could be a biker anywhere. Welcome back. Do you put anything in it? Like any like granola or anything? I like the crunch. Get up. Up on the ledge. There we go. Don't miss. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. What are you? Yeah, you. Yeah, we try not to use too bad language here, but I'll let that one go. I'll just harvest a couple things while I wait. Okay, you ready to go? Okay, let's go. No, you're good. Yeah, I wish just all of US road infrastructure was better, to be honest. You can do it, Astrid. I believe in you. You got the crampons. They make you strong. Alright, we're at the top. You can't slip now. There you go. Good job. I know, just drink a go juice. Zoom, we're so fast. on the way to fight Boris. Zoomy zoom zoom. Oh, really? Look, it's Tiny Bear from the other way. Hello, Tiny Bear. Yeah. Yeah, the US is just so big. My dad recently drove up to Pennsylvania because we do like a little family reunion up there at a campground every year. And as he had just gotten home and I called him and he was like, I was just asking how the drive was and he's like, the worst part of the whole drive, because he goes up 95 from Florida, was South Carolina. And I'm like, I know, doesn't it suck? Because me and Mr. Burb used to live in South Carolina. Whenever we would go home down to Florida, we'd take 95. And it's just so bad. First of all, it's only 2 lanes. You get to Georgia, and it goes to 3 lanes the rest of the way down. But just the road quality is terrible. Like, as soon as you leave South Carolina, you're like, oh my gosh, this is so much nicer. Alright, across we go. Oh, I don't like when it bumps you. I've also never come at it from this direction, because I've never returned the way I came. Look at all those matches. Just do it.
Oh, rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Alright, where do we go from here? Depends on the book. I like a thick book. Like Doorstoppers. Do you mean like the actual like length or like the like page length? Page length. I mean, I like a thick book. Brandy Sandy, yeah, I like a Brandy Sandy. I still need to read the Stormlight Archive, though. I haven't read those. Mistborn is about, I want to say, like, between 500 to 700 pages for all the books. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy a thick book. I just finished reading a series that I think both of the books were at least 600. I think, let me see if I can get my story graph up. Where are my stats? Is that the wrong display? Yeah, that's the wrong display. Here we go. Get my reading stats. You can see my page number value is 5. Yeah, so these are all the 500 books I've read this year so far. I forgot that one was that long. Oh, I guess only one of them was 600. Going with the dragon tattoo. But my range tends to be 3 to 5. I've read no. That's my page number. That's the page count. No. I've read 39 books this year. That's like 5 books a day. Not really. It's like 2 books a day. No, this is page number. So I've read 13 books that were under 300 pages. I've read 21 books that are between 300 and 500, and then I've read 5 that are over 500 pages. I really love the story graph. It was believable. And I always find it funny how dark is one of my bigger moods. Like, which ones fall in the dark category? I mean, yeah, okay. Okay. I don't agree with that being a dark fantasy. No, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I love Storygraph so much. It took a little bit of setting up because you have to sync your Goodreads with it, and then like it'll download it. But once you've like got it initially set up, and you like are just entering it as you read, Sarah J. Maas, I really liked ACOTAR. The Throne of Glass has been more of a slog. The first book is like I give her grace for the first couple books because she was like literally 18 when like she was a teenager when she was wrote those, and it reads like that. She has gotten a lot better since. But me and my friend have been reading it together like for like 2 years now. I think when did we start Throne of Glass? Oh, my Goodreads. We started Throne of Glass, which is the first one, in okay, so only about a year and a half. Just over a year and a half is how long we've been reading this series. There's seven books in a novella. And yeah, it's just the formula, there was a formula to these books. The first 75%, maybe 50% is like setting up, okay, not a lot's happening. Like we're going, maybe we're learning some things, but we're just going through it. And then the next 25, so like 50 to 75%, is like, okay, maybe, but still kind of a slog. And then the last 25% of each book is like, oh my gosh, there's so much happening. You're learning so much. Like, there's a lot happening, and then there's a big thing at the end, and then you have to go to the next book. And then the first 50% is like, not a lot's happening. So, it's like, we have 2 more books in the series. Yeah, the pacing is really not great. Definitely prefer ACOTAR. They still are a little bit like that, especially the first book can be a little hard to get into, but definitely better, I would say. And I haven't read Crescent City, which is her most recent series. So, yeah, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna finish the last 2 eventually. We've just both been reading other stuff, and we've been trying to read them at the same time. Look at all my fantasy books. This year I did read a little bit more nonfiction. I really am not a nonfiction reader, as you can tell by all the fiction. And then I mostly read digital, which I have been tracking how much I have saved by reading with Kindle, and it's quite substantial. But I have a lot of books that I want to get through. And then the only one I listened to on audiobook was Into Thin Air. Yes, you did, but I did enjoy it. And I listened to it on audiobook because usually I consume nonfiction through audio. And then here's my little chart. So you can see I had a big dip over the summer and then went back up. I really enjoy Storygraph because you get to see all these fun things. So there's pages versus book number, because obviously some books you can read more books, but it'll be less pages. But I seem to be pretty consistent with that average star rating. I think the reason I've read so many 5-star books is because I'm just getting better at figuring out what I like. This was so good. Elemental P. Not yet, no, but I haven't really done a lot with it. Oops. I just ordered this shirt. So I was on Etsy. It's so cute. Look at it. So I'm excited to get that shirt. Okay, anyways, back to the game. Thank you for the question. Was there what am I saying? Were you going for a specific thing with that question, or just conversational? Yeah, I'm excited to get that shirt. My neighbor and I keep meaning to go thrifting so we can do the little ghost painting trend, because she's an artist and does all the paintings. And I wanted to be fancy and do the paintings. And we just haven't been able to find anything. I like big books. And I cannot lie. Or matches. Okay, Boris, where are you? Oh, really? What makes it difficult? I really would love to get into the book production publishing world. I did apply. I don't remember if I told you or not. I did apply to that position you sent me. I haven't heard back yet, but since she's literally a one-woman show, I was hoping. Not Loper. Oh, yeah, that's a lot. Why are you so slow? Oh, wind. Yeah, this is our Goldilocks run that we're still trucking along. I'm just waiting for my bear hides to cure so I can make my bear hide bedroll, and then we can go sleep in the last bear cave and finish it. Thank you, Luffy. I wonder why they give you that rope if there's also a rope at the end. Come on. Yep. We're going for the bears. The one in PV was mostly because he was in my way. I'm gonna eat something. Eat that because I'm heavy. I'm only heavy because I'm tired, though. Yes. Why is it echoing? Gotta catch a big bear. We'll see if Boris the bear is over this way or not. It's always interesting to see where they are by the time you get to them. Because I don't know like what the range is for them to spawn or anything. Hello, Mr. Boris. Where are you? Because I assume they spawn where the bones are. Oh, are there no bones? Oh, there are bones. Okay, so he does spawn. I just don't know where he spawns. Oh, TX, hello! I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the resub. There are multiple bones? For some reason I thought they only spawned in one spot. I kind of wish you could do something. Is that like a human? That's a human ribcage. That's disturbing. There he is. Very tiny. 8 months. That's good. Where is he? I saw him. I love that noise so much. As soon as I was like, you know, thinking about when I got affiliate what I would do, that was like the first thing that popped into my mind. Was I was like, well, I obviously have to use that sound. Hey, dude. Hi. You sound angry. Ugh. Where you going? That was weird. Why was he running to the right of me? Where are you going? Yeah, that was interesting. Kind of anticlimactic, but okay. Oh my gosh, there. That way. I don't know. Very strange, but we got him. Now he's looking at me. I don't like how he's looking at me.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
You suck, Astrid, at doing fires. Yeah. So creepy. Rude. Oh my gosh. I have to get him to send me this link. So, Mr. Burb, we were in, we were both watching our own videos, and he was watching one that was, somebody who did, like, a battle simulator doing, Lord of the Rings versus Star Wars. And it was like,
Come on, little fire.
you know, all the Lord of the Ring, like, troops and Sauron versus all the Star Wars, like, Jedi, like, stormtroopers, all that. Like, there's so many lightsabers and stuff. And it was like a simulation of who would win in this battle, and one of them was Sauron. And it was so funny. And I need to get him to send it to me so that I can put it in Discord. Yeah, it was so good. I know. Come on. Get your life together, Astrid. This is why I'm so tempted to do the Fire Master once I get that, because she's so bad.
Come on,
I don't
fire.
fully remember because he kind of skipped through the ending. But I think Star Wars won.
Perfect.
Is this painful for... What was that? Was that 2? That was only 2? Oh my gosh. Was that painful for you, Goofy? She's so bad. Let's do a little bit more. Yeah, at one point it was like everyone was dead and he was like panning around looking for like who was left alive and stuff, and then he goes, "Is that, oh my gosh, it's Sauron!" And Sauron was like just like wailing on the stuff. Like which some of the drones, some of the robots, he was just wailing on them. Because like the air, like, you know, the Lord of the Ring, like the elves were shooting arrows and the arrows were like hardly doing any damage, and then the stormtroopers and the Jedi were just like taking people out with their lightsabers. It was so funny. And Mr. Burb like didn't realize that I was fully watching it, and then he looked and he's like, "Oh, you're actually into this?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is funny." Hey, is there anything I can do? I need more Tinder. Oh yeah, it was funny to see it actually like play out, cause it was like 6 million. You know, what are the dudes? Not wargles, but the orcs maybe? It's like 6 million troops versus like 40,000 stormtroopers, but the stormtroopers with their lightsabers were just like cutting through people, and yeah, it was very funny. Any more sticks? I'm sorry, I don't know that reference. I don't know it, like, I don't know them intensely enough to know the actual names. I'm sorry. I want to know. I'm just really bad at remembering names of things. I am so bad at remembering actors and stuff too. When I was at the the party the other night. We were doing a fan cast. It was an ACOTAR party, so Sarah J. Maas. And they were doing fan casts, and I was just like, oh, okay. Got it. And I was just like, I don't know actors and actresses well enough to be like, this is who I see. And then one person was just like, I just imagine every man in a book as Henry Cavill with a wig on. I was like, yeah, that's about where I'm at, because I'm so bad at actors and actresses. And then somebody else was trying to argue Harry Styles, and we were like, no, you can't, no. You can't just say Harry Styles for everything. See, even that, I don't know who that is. I'd have to look them up. I'm curious. Yeah, see, I'm sorry. Star Trek. Who are they in Star Trek? Oh, okay. I'm very bad at actors and actresses. This is a problem. She's so tired. I can't really do anything. Oh, yeah, that'd be me. What? I thought you had... We're gonna do this again, Astrid. No, we're not. There you go, Goofy. This one's for you.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
I thought there would have been enough time left on that, based on the like the outdoor fire rules, but I was not gonna go through that whole thing again just to get 3 more minutes. Alright, is there anything good down here? I feel like this would be a good place for another forge. That's a good question, Goofy.
Probably useful.
He has got it out for you. That is too funny. I don't know. Usually, like, kind of like either lemon or like the blue raspberry type. Caramel's good.
Stuff will come in handy.
I don't know. How do I describe this? Like the concept of like the sour candy, where it's more like Buttman candies. Oh my gosh, he hates you today. Like there's chocolate and caramel and like the more milky candies, and then there's like the not milky candies, if that makes sense. Yeah, he always hates you. So like as with the like sour kind of taffy, more taffy kind of candies, like Sour Patch Kids or Skittles or that kind of thing. Usually they're lemon. I really like lemon. Oh, I hear Bok Box. Yeah, I like raspberry a lot. And then for like, I don't know a better way to describe it other than like the milk or the chocolate type candies. Which isn't really candy, it's more like chocolate. Yeah, snow chickens! I really like dark chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is too like, overly sweet to me. Especially like Hershey's, although I do love a good s'more. But milk chocolate, I usually will not just eat on its own. But I love dark chocolate. Mint chocolate's also good. I guess I don't need that yet. Potatoes! Can I reach you? Are you just a note? I think that's just a note. Tearing down. Yeah, dark chocolate is my jam. Usually 60 to 72%. Because like the Ghirardelli has like the 60% and the 72%. Usually that's a good range for me. Oh no. So sad. I go in phases with candy. Like I won't eat many sweets for like a while. And then all of a sudden I'll get them from somewhere or somehow acquire a thing of candy or chocolate and I'm just like chowing down. See, I like mint chocolate chip ice cream. And like if it's like an Andes mint or something like that. My mom loves junior mints and those are good too. Alright, well. Time for bed, I guess. Yeah. Like, I'll go a while without really eating much candy or chocolate at all, and then I'll be like, I just really need some dark chocolate right now. It's expensive, though. Like, if you get the good stuff, it's expensive. Mm-hmm. Probably should use a whetstone on this knife so it doesn't break.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Ooh, what are you? Ooh, fun. Ranger stew. Which one's that? Yeah. I've had a coffee advent calendar. Those are really fun. Cooking. Ranger stew. Venison, rabbit, potato broth, carrot. Nice. Oh, that's the health one. Awesome. Very cool. Let's just sharpen the knife. Excuse the noise. Mmm. That sounds fun. Last year I was looking at dog ones and I was like, I don't need to buy a dog advent calendar. I can just give her treats every day. But the coffee one's really fun because it like tells you like what each type of bean is like good for. Yeah, that's a good point, TX. That's a very good point. Thank you for giving me a way to justify it. No, how dare they? I saw last year a bunch of videos about a jam advent calendar, and I'm like, that seems pretty fun. Because it was like I don't know how to pronounce it, the Bon Maman or something like that. The one with the little checkered red top. Yeah. Like, that seems fun. Maybe that's worth getting. Alright. Let's take just a short nap because now she's tired again. Bon Buttman. And it was Butt. I think you need to tell Buttspot to ignore you because he seems to have it out for you. Yeah, whenever I make sourdough bread, that's always really good to have on it. Yeah, I might get a chocolate one. I know, he's coming for you. Alright, where... I assume there's not really a good goat. Oh, it's super funny, at least to me. Like, if he's not, like, actually annoying you, then I say just leave it. Can I goat down here? Where is this? There's anglers. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I don't wanna kill myself on this run. That goatable? That looks goatable, actually. Whenever there's snow, I'm pretty sure it's goatable. Oh! Don't jump off the edge there, Astrid. Yeah, we're just going for it. I mean, I'll try, but I think she's good. I think she's got it. Hey, look at her go. Snow is basically always goatable, in my opinion. The rocks are where it gets tough. I don't think I left anything in the house that I need. But I might be able to get into the lockbox now. Let's see. Yeah! What's in here? A fish.
Okay.
Another fish, and another fish, and another fish. A lot of fish. Why so many fish? Why would you put fish in a box? I've never gotten that before because I never go to that little cabin. Yeah, in a locked box. Why would you do that? Yeah, yummy. I saw somebody say on TikTok, we made it. You can open your eyes. They were like, the equivalent of men, like, you know, taking pictures and showing off their catch with fishing is a woman at a thrift store finding something. And I was like, it's so true, because you get up to the register and they're like, oh wow, look at this. And you're like, I know, right? And you're like so proud that you like found something cool at a thrift store. I'm like, yeah, that's the equivalent of like when fishermen like show off their catch. Woohoo! Hi. Well, scary. You can do it. Hi. Should we summit? Looking like it's gonna be a summit. Oh, stop. Yeah, take a good stretch break. Another thing I need to do is get back into yoga because that really did like help me feel better. Especially when I'm like sitting all day. I'd like to see if there's like maybe any classes in the area that would be fun to go to. I'll pull out this just in case there is a moose in the area, which I doubt it. But just to be safe. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Get out of here. Drained? Okay, we're good. I don't know why sometimes they come for you and sometimes they don't. Like once they're aggroed, if you shoot, sometimes they'll run away, but sometimes they just charge you. Maybe because I'm smelly. I've got bear meat on me. Some fast clicking. Scrawled message. What we got in here? Coal. Wow, what a surprise. See some burdock or Burbank. How'd I get up there? Never figured that out before. You can do it. Are your arms sore? Or your hands? I have a compost bin, and I try to remember to put more browns in because there's food scraps, which are greens, and the paper and stuff, which is brown, and you need kind of an even amount of both. So I'm really bad at remembering to put browns in. So whenever I think of it, I take like, you know, cardboard boxes and stuff out of the recycling and tear them up, but that gets like super tiring on your hands after a bit. So I always have to like take a break and stretch. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of what I like cross stitching for. Is it's just a nice repetitive motion. You can kind of tune out while you're doing it. I need to start the one that I told Koru I would do. She bought me all the materials to do it. I just need to do it. And I keep forgetting to start on it. She's making little origami triangles. Yeah. Oh. Alright, should we summit? I think we have time to summit. I should probably go that way because I don't really know the other way. I gotta go back up and around. Still got 4 more days until my hide is potentially cured. Right? Was it 4 days? So this was when I dropped it. And they take 12 days. Yeah, it'd be day 20 by the time it's cured. I think we have time. Because I don't need to get back to it right as it finishes curing. Keep getting motion alerts from my camera saying, there's somebody outside! And I'm like, okay. You're not bothering anything. Somebody ran into my trash can the other day, though. I think on Thursdays when our trash comes to get picked up, so they always, you know, the cans are always a mess afterwards, and I hadn't, I'll give June a treat. Okay, she's snoozing right by me. Do you want a treat? Come here. She was snoozing right there. There you go. You know, the trash cans are always, like, all over the place once they're done, so I had forgotten to move it back, or I didn't even really notice that it was out of place, but it was just, like, catty-cornered off of the driveway, and I took her on a walk the other day, and when I came back, I noticed it, and I was like, oh, I should fix that, but I was, like, you know, I had all this stuff in my hands, and I went inside and, excuse me, you know, was unhooking her harness, putting my stuff away, and then I was just sitting out back with her, because she usually will she likes to go back, and sit outside to cool off, because usually outside is cooler than inside the house. And so if she's warm after she's just been on a walk, she likes to go outside and sit outside. And so I was sitting outside with her, and I just hear bang, and I was like, what the heck? And then I went and looked out my window, and my trash can was laying down, and I was like, did it just, like, fall? Like, was there a lot of wind? It didn't seem that windy today. So I looked at my camera, and a car drove by, because the angle that it was sitting at, I was like, this doesn't look like the way it's sitting, it looks like it would look if somebody had driven by and it fell over from the impact hitting it that way. So I looked at my camera, and yeah, a car drove by and just, like, smack! It fell down. And I was like, oopsie. I mean, it's not really my fault. It wasn't, like, in the road, you know? It was, like, half of the wheel was off the side. It was just barely, like, catty corner into the street, which, okay, it's in the street, but I was like, poor dude must have gotten so scared whenever he, like, hit it and was like, oh my gosh, what the heck was that? Because they did, like, you know, slam on the brakes, like, what the heck? And I was like, oh, no harm done. As long as they don't get mad at me and come say, your trash can was in the road. Like, I don't care. I heard bok bok. Or I thought I heard bok bok. I mean, maybe they're just like a super deep sleeper and they gotta wake them up. Hi, Bunny. It's 5:20. So I've got maybe 30 minutes left or so until I'm gonna hop off. Somebody needs her food on time or else she gets very needy. Is it all university students in that building? Like, are you in, like, campus dorms? Or not dorms, but, like, are you in, like, university housing? Hello, burbs! I didn't realize that there were burbs on the way to the summit. Well, one ran. Oh, we got runners. I don't think the rest of them... Look at the He's just floating away. He's not flying, he's just floating. Look at him go. Okay, now he's flying. He's just ascending. That was so cute. Bird. So funny. I love glitchy animals so much. Caw, caw. I still have meat on me, don't I? Thank you. My Dharma people need me. I love it. So speedy. Okay, the more clips, the merrier. Alright, can I drop some of these sticks? There we go. Climb, oh my gosh, Astrid. There you go. Yeah, me too. You can do it. Yeah. I usually wait well, I guess once I've clipped it, it is clipped. Because once you hit the button, it shows up in your clips. Oh, come on, Astrid. We're just gonna go with it. See if she makes it. But I'll usually, like, if I'm watching a VOD, I'll usually, like, see the moment pass and wait and see if somebody, like, posts it within the next 5 minutes, and then if not, I'll go back and clip it. There you go. You did it.
I'm so tired I could lay down.
Oops.
Right there.
I know. Well, we're in deer clearing, so you can take a nap here. Yes, I always appreciate the clips. Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go back and try and clip that if nobody clips it. Yeah. We'll take a nice little nap. Where are you? Are you in there? Yep. Nice. Thud. Alright, Astrid. It's your time to shine. You just run in here with me.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Oh, yep, you did. Goodbye. Wow, amazing. Can't believe she's done it. Up she goes. Oops. Give me that. Hey, puppy dog. She has been loving that bed. Such a good purchase. She always starts out the night underneath our bed because the frame is high enough that she can fit. So she always starts out the night up there. I'm just gonna bring the big ones. Who's texting me? My sister. But then she'll move to like her bed after a bit. Yeah, I kept her original one for a long time because when, we first brought her, that was the only thing that would have smelled familiar to her. So I kept that one for a long time, but then I was like, the foam on the inside of it is like, it's like, coming up so it sticks to the lining, like the cover. So if you take off the cover, you have to peel off all this foam before you can wash it. And I just didn't really want that getting in our washer, so we got her the new one finally, now that it's been, like, close to a year since she's been here. And I know that she does like that curved style because she always would, she always curls up, and then she loved the one that we had prior, when we were in South Carolina. That was that big curved bed, so I knew she would curl up. But it's so funny whenever she's like on her back like that, like the picture I sent, when she's just like Is this bear gonna be here? And do I have to climb another rope? No, I don't think I have to climb a rope yet. Buttspot, stop! Buttspot is on a rampage. Yeah, it is a lot of work. As much as I love Bella, it is nice to have only one dog, but I think once we get back in the States, I will be ready to bring a second dog into it again, especially because I want to get a puppy, and having an older dog is super helpful for raising puppies when it comes to, like, learning manners and stuff. Thank you, Buttspot. So I think it'll be time for a puppy. Yeah, exactly. It is definitely limiting. And my roommates in college had cats. And it was so foreign to me that you could just like leave out food and water for the cats and they could just exist on their own. Like they might be lonely, but they could just do fine. And I'm like, dogs just need so much work. Yeah. I know the amount of time that I have to stand there saying, go potty, go potty. I don't remember where the cave is. Might be over here? On Loper, I usually just don't want to use up the resources it takes to go look for it. Yeah, my, oh, what was it? I think my great aunt had a Havanese, and she loved that breed. And then my cousin has dachshunds. I don't think they're mini dachshunds. I think they're just the standard size dachshunds. Okay, that's not where I thought it was. Yeah, she's just a purebred mutt. But we've always had poodles. I love the poodles. Our first dog was a Jack Russell Terrier, and he was... I think we got him as a puppy. I was pretty young. But he developed some pretty intense, like, resource guarding issues, and with 3 small kids, my parents were like, nope. We don't have the resources or time to deal with that, so found him another home, and then we got Raven, who was our first poodle. And then after that, we were like, yep, poodles. My sister has a blue tick hound and Cane Corso mix, and he looks like a Rottweiler. But he's such a good boy. He's just a big baby. And then they have another one that's like just a mix. Yeah, he's a mastiff. Like, he's a big boy. I think there was a period where he weighed more than I did, and then they got the second dog, and he got a little bit leaner because. No, she's gonna stay here. My neighbor's gonna take care of her. She would not do well with traveling like that. I'm gonna turn off my ringer real quick. Oop. Yeah, Cane Corsos are big boys. His name is Nova, but his full name is Nova Kane, because Cane Corso. There he is. Oh, he's glitchy.
Just need to close my eyes.
Bleh. You gonna come at me through the tree? Yup. Hello. Roar. I think he's trying to do that running thing again, where he goes in a circle. But I guess if you get him right when he tries that. Here, just since we're on the topic, I'm gonna pull up my... I can close all that. Because I want to show off Nova, because he's a big boy. Pretty boy. But I gotta get the picture set up on my other screen so I can just transfer them. I want a picture that really shows his size. And then they have Asher, who's a just a mutt. He's just a complete mutt. Posted a video of him. Let me get... If this will show. The quality's not the best. Can I get it good? You actually gonna load? There he is. Okay, so this is Asher, and that's Nova. And you can just see that Asher just runs into him. Oh, that's my brother-in-law. They made pools out of their coolers. And you can just see that he just runs into Nova and bonk and doesn't even face him. It's so good. He's such a big boy. But Asher's just a mutt. Like, they call him Heinz 57. I know, Nova's just like, what? But they call Asher Heinz 57 because he's just a mixture of everything. Why is my sound off?
Battery 60%.
Why did I missed to hit the... There we go. It was coming on my desktop. Yeah. He's a big boy. But he's such a baby. So when I was home, I think this was in August when I was home with them. Yeah, that must have been in August. They live on their whole area is fenced, but there's like some of the fences are like the neighbor's fence, and then some is like their fence. So one of the fences is like kind of falling down. It's like a wire. And so at one point there was like, I think new people had moved into one of the houses, so there was a new dog, and then Nova was like trying to go sniff, and like they could get out of that side of the fence. Anyways, they have really good recall. It was just like he just kept trying to go over there. But at one point when I was home, he actually got a little puncture wound in his side because he like was going in the fence, and it just like got his skin. So he came back up to us on the deck, and we were like, "What'd you do?" So we had to take him to the vet. But once we got to the vet, he's like 110 pounds, a dog. As soon as the vet started walking out to us, he goes, "Nope," and like tries to get out the door and is like hiding, and we're like, "Nova, you gotta you gotta calm down, buddy." Like, that's the one thing that he doesn't like, is he's like, "No, they're gonna hurt me. Mom, help." I think this is the right way. I'm probably gonna... No, I'll just drink a goat juice. I don't need them for much else, so I might as well. And I think I'll find a bunch up there. There's gonna be so much loot because it's Voyager. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. Really, the only thing I want is the rifle and the go juices. Are there bucks up here? I don't see him. I have a stem, I might as well use one of them. Run, bunny, run. Oh, there were burbs up here. I still don't know all the spawns. Like, once they leave, I don't know which spawn they go to. Kind of fun to watch them. Finito, nice. I bet that's a relief. Alright, I'm gonna stim. Stim, I don't think your stamina goes down when you use one. Yeah. Climb, Astrid, climb. There we go. Okay. What we got in here? Do we have another hacksaw? Yep. Yeah, I just used it to climb. Ooh, arrow and another stem. Very nice. More crampons. Take the energy bar. Alright, let's see what we got in here. Yeah, I just got it back, so.
I think I can use this.
There we go. Get that rifle. Yee. Just because I had like 12 days and I was like, what do I do with this? Take the bandage. Stem, take the stem. Oh, nice! That's exciting. Where's the post office in relation? Oh, did they drop them at your building? That's nice. Yay, pasta! I know the first day that I was able to cook after being... Oh, actually, I'm just gonna dump all this and then open it. Here we go. The first day that I could cook after being in the hotel for so long was so nice. I don't know if that's really an improvement. I don't think it is. Wow, look at the sky. That's creepy.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I don't think I need any of this. I don't know what I'm making for dinner tonight. It might be pasta. I don't need any of that really, but there might be goat juice in here.
Probably useful.
Surely the easiest way to do it is just cancel, 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 and then go back through and pick it.
It's getting dark out here. I need the shelter.
I don't think I needed any of that. Oh, yeah. Herbs are important. Yes. Take the MREs.
come in handy.
Balaclava. Give me that. How's that compared? I don't think it really makes a difference. There we go. I do not need any of that. I might take the little bit of the leather and see if I can repair. Oh, because of the wolves. What is... Nah, I don't want to spend the time to repair that. You got butts and you don't need to rush. Nice. Yeah. What's in here? Nothing. Cool. Where were the... Make the socks, 'cause those are the easiest to harvest. Oh, nice, yeah. Okay, I need to go sleep. Oh, slow. Don't walk off the mountain, please. Oh, come on, where's the cave? I always go over it somehow. Walk back. Chicken. Chicken's up here. Too bad I don't need them. A potato? Oh, it's a flashlight. Thought it was a potato. Alright, Astrid. If you mess this up, I'm gonna be mad. Let's do 7. Oh, we've got 2 more. There you go. You were about to say, getting a bit thirsty, but I cut you off. Alright, we have a rifle. Amazing. Oh, I didn't mean to clean it. I meant to load it. We're actually underweight. Whoa! So now that means I'm gonna kill a moose. Let's go. Can you goat on this side? I'm just gonna look. I am not going to. I'm just curious. Oh, that just takes you down there. Okay, never mind. Going on a moose hunt. We got 60 bullets. Should be enough. Um, 3 days. So I'm gonna be heading back, and then if I run into a moose, I'll kill him. Yeah. Not enough time to actually cure the moose hide. But just something to do in the meantime while we wait. Can't tell if June is snoring or growling. Oh, she's growling. Are you being mean? Hi. I'm so mean, I'm gonna yell at everybody. Yeah, she does. She's like, stupid moose. Die, moose. Did I go too far? Yeah, I think that's a good way down. See, snow. Snow is the way to go. Yep. Stupid. Yep, here's the snow. Whee! And going down is like so easy. It's one of those like, how did, until somebody told you, you didn't really know that it was possible. But like, how can you not go down? Like, going back the other way would just take so long. My desk chair was like $99 from Staples like 3 years ago. And it's been holding up. What do we got in here? I feel like IKEA chairs can be hit or miss. I don't need anything from this. Why am I opening things?
This will come in handy.
It's just something to do. There we go. Which moose spawn do we have? I don't even really know. Yeah. Alright, where does he like to hide on this one? Is he here or is he not? I don't feel like I saw the markings here. But I don't feel like I saw the marking. Oh, nope, here they are. So this is the spawn. Is he out? Doesn't look like he's out. I love those finance dudes. I was never really into finance in college. I have a business degree, but I was like, eh. I honestly could have just gotten my Spanish degree and been fine. Because the field that I'm going into now, like, relates more to my Spanish degree than it did to my international business degree. But I enjoyed the classes. We had a whole college of business at my university. Plenty of frat boys in finance. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. The class sizes were very nice and small. I was able to test out of the beginner and intermediate courses, so I just went back immediately to my core classes, and I was able to stretch them over all 4 years, so that was really nice. So I had one or two, usually only one at a time. Yeah, but now you're like, oh, I wish I'd done Spanish. I don't think there was a semester that I had to take two. I think I just took one Spanish class each semester and then one or two summer classes. Nice, that's good. Yeah, I can imagine. Are the classes all in English? Or are the classes in Spanish too? Yeah. Oh, okay. That kind of sucks. That it's in Spanish when it's not supposed to be. That sucks. Yeah, but it's not the same. Like, they're narrating it as they do it, and you're not able to understand what they're saying. Oh, that's dumb. That's really frustrating. Can't climb with a sprained wrist. I don't want to go, though. Yeah. Bruh. I guess we're going, because I'm not dropping all that stuff. Oh. Oh. I think I didn't go far enough. It's fine. Just gonna go take a nap. It's fine. It's all fine. There, 4-hour nap. It's enough to heal the sprains. Slip. There we go. See, it's all fine. We're good. Look at her face. What are you doing? Uh-huh. Looks so sleepy. Oh, you baby. I baby talk her way too much. When Mr. Burb is deployed, I am constantly talking to her. And I realize how crazy I sound, but I'm just like, this is the only social interaction I get is with my dog. I know, she's like, Mom. Oh, it is after 6. I will get off soon. I will get to probably the... honestly, I should probably actually just take the save. Because it's blizzarding. And I don't want to get lost. I could find my way to the farmhouse in this. Eh. Yep, PV's gonna PV. We can do some... I think I needed to repair clothes, right? Yeah. Because between the wolf attacks and the goading, I've ripped them a little bit. Rude. Rude! You're wasting all my cloth. Okay. I need water, don't I? I'll just drink. Are there any sodas in here? I know, she's so like, I'm weak.
Looks like this has been here a while.
Woe is me. That's something me and my mom would always say. I don't remember when. It was like, when I was a kid. It was just like an inside joke. Is whenever I was like mildly inconvenienced, I would always just go, woe is me. Never for important things, only mildly inconvenienced. I'm looking for a soda. I know June is always a mood. She is just like the most expressionate dog. It's so funny. A soda pop. I know. I'm like, I got so many different like pieces of clothing, but nothing to actually consume. Alright. That's good. Okay, big drink, big sleep. Oh, I had all this fuel right here.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
No. Alright, that'll be the save. And tomorrow we should be able to finish it. Day 18. Is it? I'll pass the time, I guess. It's actually daytime, and we can actually go somewhere. That's enough. Alright. Thank you for hanging out, Goofy. I'm glad you got your stuff done. Is anybody on? Fishy on? Cats is on. Oh, Cats is doing Cats Goa. Go say hi to Cats. Oops, I almost typed in her chat. Don't do that. Good night, Peach. Or not good night, but I will see you later. Bye, done. I always have to make sure I type it right. X3, Cats in coat. There we go. Okay. Have a good rest of your day, everybody, and I will see you tonight probably for done stream. So, bye.
Oh my god, I need to sit up.